Hello and welcome to my 2019 Kraken guide. This video will be going over the Kraken mechanics and strategies on how you can effectively kill the Kraken after the Shrouded Spoils update. The Kraken in the Shrouded Spoils update works a little different to the old Kraken as it is a little more aggressive and even has a new slap attack. The Kraken also spawns a lot more frequent than the old ones, so don't be confused when you get attacked straight out of the outpost. You'll know when the Kraken spawns because your ship will slow almost to a halt, the water around you will turn black, and spooky ambient music will start to play, followed by the loud screech of the Kraken and its tentacles emerging from the ocean. If you encounter the Kraken and you want to fight it, I recommend raising the sails but not dropping the anchor, as you may need to pivot the ship. If you don't want to fight it, keep the sails all the way down and fend it off while heading back towards the blue sea. The Kraken's difficulty scales off the ship you're on, so you would need more supplies on a galleon than you would a sloop. Because of the scaling, it can be quite difficult to fight on a galleon or a brig without a full crew. To defeat the Kraken, you would need to have at least roughly 40 planks and 60 cannonballs, depending on your accuracy and its aggressiveness. So if you're not confident in your skills, try 60 planks and 80 cannonballs. Don't worry too much if you run out of cannonballs but still have a good amount of planks, as you can still effectively kill it with the Eye of Reach. The first thing you'll need to do when the Kraken spawns is go below deck and stock up on supplies. Make sure you have bananas, cannonballs, planks and the right weapons equipped. Also, if you have enough bananas, heal up to full HP. Being dead does not help your crew, so try to stay around full health. The Kraken has a variety of different things it can do, and knowing what and when it's going to do it can decide whether you sink or not. The new Kraken has a slap attack that they added in the Shrouded Spoils update, which has a distinct audio cue that will tell you when it's going to slap your ship. So if you hear this, get ready to repair. The slap attack does 3 to 4 holes of damage to all ships, however some of these holes appear on the mid-deck of the galleon, making this attack less lethal to a galleon crew. This attack also rotates the ship quite a bit, which may throw off your cannon angles. This is fine as you can pivot the ship back because you kept the anchor up. Kraken can also suck your player into its mouth. There is also a visual and audio cue for this. If the Kraken is sucking you, a cloud of dust will appear on screen and you'll hear the distinct audio cue. There's a few things you can do when this happens. The first thing is to go below deck. However, if you wait a few seconds before going below deck, it will suck you straight through the hull, so you have to be quick. The second thing you can do is to shoot the tentacle that is sucking you with either your gun or the ship's cannons. Once you hit it a few times, it will give up and go back to doing nothing. The third thing you can do, which is personally my favourite, is to let it suck you up. But joke's on him, cause you have a lit gunpowder barrel. If you fail to do these, and you do get sucked into his gob, all hope is not lost. The Kraken will try and drown you by shoving you under the water and pulling you back up until you die. However, when it closes its mouth around you, you can either shoot or slash him with your sword, and he will have a fit and launch you as far away from him as possible. When you land in the water, try and swim up to the surface as fast as you can, as the black water causes your character to drown a lot quicker. Once you have surfaced, you can swim back to your ship, or if he really didn't like you and you're miles away, it may be more beneficial just to get your mermaid back. The third thing it can do, which a lot of people have way more trouble with than they should, is the Kraken wrapping your ship. The best way to deal with this is to not hit the tentacle that has currently wrapped your ship, but hit the head of the tentacle, which should be off to the side, close to the ship. It usually has its mouth open, and because its length is stretched around your ship, it will be a little shorter than the other tentacles. When the ship is wrapped, the tentacle will do constant damage to your ship over time, so be ready to repair. When it goes to wrap your ship, there is a distinct audio cue that you want to listen out for, as well as an audio and visual cue that tells you it's going to wrap your ship. It will raise its head out of the water and screech like it's going for a slap. But instead, it will submerge back into the water and proceed to wrap your ship. When fighting the Kraken, you should try and have someone below deck a lot, because if it wraps your ship and covers those stairs, it won't take too long until your ship sinks, so you need to repair those holes. To get it off the ship, you'll need to target the head. After you hit it a few times, it should descend into the water and show itself on the other side of the ship. Once you've hit it a few more times, it will retreat and rise out of the water again, and will sometimes lay its head on the ship. You can then proceed to either use your guns or sword to hit it. Keep in mind that if you do use your sword, it will blind you and damage you, so don't forget to eat bananas. Dying will be very bad for your crew. You'll need all the help you can get. After you do this for a bit, it will give up and let go of your ship. When it lays its head on the ship, it will rock the boat from side to side, which can make repairing holes quite difficult, so you'll want to focus the head to get it off as soon as possible. Getting it off your ship also depends on the type of ship you're on. It will get off the ship a lot quicker on a sloop than a galley. What most people do is hit the tentacle that is wrapped around your ship, but this doesn't seem to be as effective, as you can use a cannon to hit the head, which does a lot more damage than the other guns, as well as the head seemingly being your weak spot. It should only take about 1 to 2 minutes to get it off your ship if you're quick and coordinated.
We're taking more damage. Repairing.
A few more things that will help you with fighting the Kraken. Everyone should try and target one tentacle at a time to kill it a lot faster. A coordinated crew is a good crew. If you're about to sink, try and focus on bailing water before you repair holes, because majority of the time you can bail a lot faster than water can flood in. There's no point in repairing that hole if the ship's just gonna sink anyway. You'll know when a tentacle dies because it does a really dramatic death animation before descending into the sea. When the Kraken is completely defeated, it will play a dramatic jingle followed by the remaining tentacles retreating back into the ocean. After this, you can fish out any of the loot from the water and sell it at the nearest outpost, or hold on to it. It's up to you. Each tentacle drops a few pieces of loot, so if you're confident you can collect loot along the way every time you kill a tentacle. If you get out of the Kraken zone before it dies, it will despawn after a few minutes, as long as it's not attacking your ship. What you can do though, because the Kraken will not fight back as long as you're not in the black water, you can snipe it from afar and kill a few tentacles, so when it does despawn you can go back and collect a bit of loot for free. Well, this is all I have to offer in terms of fighting the Kraken. I hope you enjoyed the video, and if you found it helpful in any way, don't be afraid to let me know in the comments. Also, something to look forward to, in preparation for the new arena game mode, I am working on an all-inclusive, in-depth PvP guide, which will include everything from advanced sword tactics and weapon loadouts to ship maneuverability and strategies. I'm hoping to get this video out before the arena, so if you want to know more about the PvP side of Sea of Thieves, don't forget to subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video.